Hello there. Howdy, howdy. Uh, hey, I'm here. I'm here. Sorry, I had a little bit of a technical issue there that I was working out. I'm not even 100% sure that it's worked out, but that's the beauty of this live streaming thing. That's why I'm looking off to my side here, creepy, doing a little side gaze because I'm looking at the stream to make sure that everything is looking okay. I want to welcome you. Hopefully, everything looks okay. If you would type into the chat, let me know if it looks okay. It's giving me some weird thing about the video resolution not being set optimally. And I haven't changed anything, so I don't know what is going on there. But just type in the chat, let me know if this looks okay, sounds okay, everything. Because it also gave me a little bit of an audio warning, but everything seems to be working properly. So I'm going to go forward as if it is. Welcome. I just want to invite you into my space here as I do a little bit of my workout, my physical workout for the day in virtual reality. I know that may not sound terribly exciting watching somebody working out. How boring is that, right? Well, hopefully it's going to be a little bit exciting because I'm going to be bringing you into my virtual reality so you can see not only me with a couple of cameras, but also what I'm seeing in my virtual reality as I do about 15 or 20 minutes of my warm-up for my cardiovascular exercise for the day. But before I do that, I want to share a key point. I want to start each one of these videos out by starting with a key point to our mental fitness, because physical fitness is important, of course. Staying physically fit, just making sure that we have the energy and that we're being as healthy as we can be. And no one's perfect, and believe me, I am far from perfect, as you can tell looking at me. But mentally, we need to stay fit as well. So I want to start each one of these programs with a little mental health fitness thing. And today, what I want to talk about is the importance of building strong relationships, strong personal relationships in your life. And I'm just going to give you a little, 2-minute point here. This isn't going to take long, and then we're going to move over into that part of the room here and do a little bit of working out. But when it comes to building healthy relationships, it really comes down to being very cognizant of how we're communicating with the other people in our lives. I talked in one of my previous programs about the importance of how we communicate with ourselves, and now it's about how we're communicating with others. And remember that the best way to communicate with others is to ask questions. If you really want to forge strong relationships, if you want to make more friends, if you want to influence the people that are in your life around you, whether it's your children, your spouse, your friends, whatever it is, and influence them in a positive way, ask questions. The person who asks the questions is the person who's quote unquote in control of that conversation. And I don't mean that in a negative way. Because first of all, asking questions shows that you care. You don't ask questions of somebody if you don't care about getting to know them better. Asking questions is really the key. And it builds rapport as well. But make sure that when you ask questions that you stop and you listen. You genuinely listen. People can tell when you are genuinely listening versus when you're just waiting for a lull in the conversation so that you can start talking yourself, right? So make sure that you pause for a moment to listen to their answer and then respond in kind. Respond in a way that shows that you heard them. But don't feel like you have to do all the talking. People often feel like the way to build good relationships or to get people to like you is to talk about yourself and let them know what you have in common. And yes, knowing what you have in common with somebody is important, but you find that out by asking them questions instead and then really listening to the answers. If you think back potentially to a conversation that you've had in the past where you just left that conversation feeling like this was such a great person to talk to. They were such great listeners, right? Most of the time when you look back on that conversation felt good to you because probably the other person got you talking. And they were listening, genuinely listening. So there is kind of your mental health little tip for the day. Now, without further ado, I'm going to pop over there. I'm going to put on my headset. You're going to see me putting it on. And we're going to get in and I'm going to do my virtual reality workout for just a little bit. There's going to be some music. You're going to get to hear the music. I'll be talking a little bit as I go. It should be a lot of fun. And I want to hear from you. I want you to be able to communicate with me as well. Oh, Evil Murray says, sup, Julian, sound is good. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Evil Murray. And you know what? Don't let his name fool you. He's not nearly as evil as he sounds by his name. All right, we're going to jump right in. So give me just one moment here. I'm going to click a button. I'm going to move over into that space, and you'll see me in just a second. I'll get the VR headset on, and we'll get going. Here we go. All right, so let me get in here. So first of all, here we go. All right, you should be seeing me. You should be hearing me. I've got this camera over here for a little bit of a close-up. The little intimate. It's the intimate close-up. Not too intimate. Too close. And then we got this one here so you can see a little bit of kind of full body what I'm going to be doing, because I'm going to be moving. I'm going to be doing... I feel like when Harry Met Sally, doing the white man's overbite. I'm not going to do that, I promise. All right, first of all, though, I got to put this bad boy on. This is the Quest 2 headset with my very fancy yellow headphones that are Velcroed to the side here because I don't want the sound bleeding through the microphone there. So let me take off my glasses, and let's go ahead and put this bad boy on and make sure I'm seeing what I should be seeing inside the game. All right, you should be hearing a little bit of music playing in the background there. Let me get my headphone. Yeah, all right, there we go. I'm hearing it in the earbuds. We are playing Synth Riders. You might be wondering, what the heck is Synth Riders? Never heard of it. Well, if you're in the VR world, you probably have heard of it. But if you're not in the VR world, no one can hold that against you. This is a musical game where I'm going to be using my two actual hands in virtual reality. There you can see them as I hold them up in front of my face. I can turn them around. I can move them around, right? I'm going to be using these to hit glowing orbs that are coming at me. And the more in the center of the orbs I hit them, the better my score. If I miss too many of them, I will fail out. And I have to hit the blue ones with this hand, the pink ones with this hand, regardless of where they are on the screen. So I might have to cross my hands from time to time. All right. First things first, though, I got to fix one thing here. Let me get rid of that. And I want to double check that I can see the chat. There we go. Oh no, I just clicked the... Look at this. Look at this. What an amateur. What an amateur. All right, let me get this back out there. There we go. Okay, and you wanted to click that so that it's pinned there. Let's get that centered better. And now we should be good to go. Now I can see the chat when I glance over here. So please feel free to type in the chat. I asked people to kind of be in here today to make sure that everything is looking and sounding good, that you're enjoying this, that this is of interest at all. So please type in the chat like Evil Murray did. Thank you very much, Murray. I want to hear from each and every one of you. Even if you just say, hey, looks good, sounds good, looks stupid, you look like an idiot with that thing strapped to your face. Whatever you want to say, it is all good. All right, here we go. I'm going to start off with this song, Paris Night Walk by Roy. I'm going to be playing it on expert level. I make no guarantees of what's about to happen here. Here we go. All right, I'm going to put these straps around here so I don't throw my controllers across the room by accident. Here we go. Okay, I got to dodge these purple barriers. Oh, and I already failed that one. Did you hear that? Here we go. Ooh, not doing so good so far. Woo! It's all about having fun as you work out. Best way to work out is to not feel like you're working out. Love it. All right, I'm having some tracking issues here. In between songs, I'm going to recenter myself. I feel like I'm not centered very well in the play space. I'm going to blame it on that if I fail. Couldn't possibly be my fault. Okay, all right. The blood's already starting to flow. I'm liking it. We're dodging. We're weaving. Yeah. Here we go. Again, if you're on here watching live, type into the chat, let me know you're here, let me know how it's looking and sounding to you. Woo! Dancing, playing in VR, getting exercise. I love my exercise in VR. All right, it's going to tell me that was awesome. I think the game is lying to me. I don't think that was awesome at all. I'm going to move my play space a little bit here. All right, I did okay. That was all right. That was not my best showing on this at all. My perfects are a pretty low percentage. My pours are a pretty high percentage. But I'm going to recenter myself here. So give me just one moment to do this. A little technical thing here. Okay, that looks pretty good. There we go. All right. So, how's that looking to the stream out there? Please type into the chat and let me know how it's looking, how it's feeling, how it's sounding. I asked all of my friends to pop in here. It shows you how many friends I actually have, because I think there's only one person watching right now. Evil Murray. Evil Murray. You're a rock star, my friend. I appreciate it. It is during the day, though. A lot of people work during the day. You might be thinking, don't you work during the day? I do, but I also work at night. I work from home. This is also my office as well. So I'm doing stuff throughout the day and evening. I take a break in the middle of the day to do my exercise and to connect with you, my good friends who are watching this right now and just being really silent in the chat. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to hit exit on that one. And we're going to do a new song. Now that I'm nice and centered in my play space, let's go ahead and do... I love Lindsey Stirling, man. I got to do another Lindsey Stirling. I got to do this. I love it. I love it. I'm kind of addicted. I need to unlock these other, the DLC here, so I can do those as well. But I'm kind of really digging this. And I might have to do a swing. I don't know. You know what? Before we do Lindsey Stirling, let's see what other options we've got here. So it gives you a little sample of the song. Oh, yeah. Okay, no, let's do this one first. Here we go. All right, we're doing this on Expert. I might talk a little bit more during this one. I hope it doesn't annoy you when I'm talking. Type into the chat. Let me know if it's annoying you if I'm talking while I go. Boom. Here we go. All right. Love it. Yeah. Here we go. So the key for everybody should be to just try and get 20 minutes of cardiovascular exercise every day. Just 20 minutes. Okay, obviously if you can do a little bit more, that's better, but 20 minutes minimum. Everybody can work 20 minutes into their day to do a little bit of cardiovascular exercise. And by cardiovascular, that means anything that gets your heart rate going, gets you breathing more, right? That's the key, is getting that heart rate up a bit. Not pushing it. Look what I'm doing here. This is not pushing it. I'm not doing strenuous workout here. And the nice thing is, with Synth Riders and VR, you don't even have to go this fast. I'm on the expert level. There's easy and hard underneath it. So you have a lot of options. Start out small and just get 20 minutes of cardiovascular exercise. Go for a walk. Go for a speed walk. Go for a jog. Go ride your bike if you got a bike. You don't have to be going super fast. Just exercise a little bit every day. Keep that body moving. Keep that heart pumping. Keep that oxygen coming into your cells. All right. And see, and when you do this, you don't have to share it with other people like I'm doing right now. So if you're worried about looking like an idiot, like I probably look right now, don't worry. Nobody's going to be watching you. Nobody's going to care. Well, maybe I'll be watching. I don't know. I could be watching. You never know. That's creepy. That's creepy. I'm not watching. I'm not watching. Yeah. I feel like Job from Arrested Development doing my illusions. If you got that reference, I love you even more. Arrested Development. Such a great show. It's definitely working a little bit better once I got myself a little bit more centered in my space properly. I'm going to do one more song after this. If you're in the chat, type in and let me know what genre of song. Now, I don't have access to every genre, but let me know if you want something a little more upbeat, if you want something instrumental, something with vocals. Let me know. And if no one says anything, I get to choose, and it's probably going to be Lindsey Stirling. Love Synth Riders. Lindsey Stirling. Here we go. All right, we're on the final stretch. We digitize our souls. Love that. Oh, yeah. Woo! That was good. That was good. Hey, that was very... Holy cow, I shattered my previous high score. Love that. Not that I was trying. I really wasn't. Now watch this. You want to see? I'm going to shoot myself down now. Despite doing fairly well there, I only missed 5 notes out of 906. I'm still in the 2000s on the leaderboard globally, which means there's quite a few people playing and enjoying this game that are much better at it than I am. I didn't turn on my fan in this room, and I really should have. It's getting really warm. I'm just checking the stream here to make sure I'm standing in the right spot. Looks like I am. Good. All right, we're going to do one more song. Shoot, I had thought of something I was going to say, and I forgot what it was. Oh, well, it couldn't have been terribly important. Although I do want to say this. We're coming up on the weekend here. We're getting close to the weekend. I hope you have some fun things planned to get outdoors if you're able, to hang out and do something with friends, whether it's virtually or in the real world, whatever it is. Make sure that you're taking time every day to do things for yourself. Make sure you're doing that. Watch out for yourself. Be good to yourself. You are the one person that is an influence on you every moment of every day. So take some time this weekend to do something fun for yourself, even if it's just for a half hour or an hour. Carve out some time to do something you would like to do for yourself. Doesn't have to cost money. Doesn't have to be some big elaborate thing. Take some time to yourself. If you're super busy, if you've got a lot of other people that are expecting things from you, if you've got a lot of other responsibilities, that's great. Don't push those off. Just carve out a little bit of time for yourself. All right, we're going to finish up with some, let's see, which of these two do I want to do? I got to do Shadows. I love this one. I do love this one. It already makes me want to move. See? It's doing something right. Yeah? All right, I love it. Here we go. We're going to do it on Expert. Let's make it happen. Okay. Man, I'm sweating. I'm sweating. I'm feeling it. But guess what? We got to keep going. You got to push through the sweat. Wow, I feel like Richard Simmons or something. Push through the sweat. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, see, I had to cross the hands on that one. Some of these are much harder than others. It's when they cross the hand. When the blue one ends up on the opposite side and the pink one on the other side, that's where it really throws you off. Because you want to hit the right side with your right hand and your left side with the left hand. But you got to match the color, not the position. This song is fairly easy for it being on Expert. I need to try this on Master, the highest level, and see. I've not tried it yet. Love this. It's just got such a good flow to it, you know? It makes you feel like you're dancing. Anyone who's ever watched Lindsey Stirling kind of feels like I'm playing the violin while I'm dancing. And I don't have the talent to do either. I'm sure it doesn't look at all like it. And that's okay. It's not about what it looks like. I'm not doing this for the art right now. I'm doing it for the fun and the exercise and what it feels like. And it feels like I'm moving. I'm flowing with the music. What a great way to get the heart rate up a little bit, right? we go. Woo! Perfect. Did you see that? Did you see that? I got a perfect. That means I hit every single note. Oh, and I beat my old high score. Oh, where's this put me on the leaderboards? Still 273. Now that's better. 207. I'm in the 200s now instead of the 2000s on this one. But still, only 273. And I hit all 1,039 notes. Gives you an idea of how good some of the players are that are out there. But I'll bet they're not having as much fun as I am. I was having fun with that. All right. I'm going to take off the headset here a second. I want to encourage you. Please type a message into the chat or in the comments if you're rewatching this video. Please give me feedback. Even if the feedback is negative, I just need to know, are these enjoyable? Do they look okay? Do they sound okay? Do you like this? Because that'll let me know whether to keep doing these. But I'm partially doing them for my own accountability right now. Because, hey, if I say I'm going to be on there streaming, doing some of my virtual reality workout, then I better be doing that. Next time I stream, I'm going to be playing Pistol Whip. Completely different game. Really cool. If you've ever wanted to feel like John Wick and get exercise while you're doing it, Pistol Whip is the thing. I'm going to be doing that one next. All right, I'm going to just take that set off. Don't go anywhere. Let me click on exit there. All right, don't go anywhere. Take off the controllers first. Take off the headset. Get these out of here. There's a really attractive position right there. All right, get my glasses back on. Whoo! All right, so as you can see, I don't know if you can see how kind of sweaty I am right now, but I'm kind of sweaty. Actually, I'm going to move back to the close-up camera here, so just don't go anywhere. Switching over to the other part of the area here. Let me go ahead and swap on over to this. There we go. Woo, okay, so that was the start of my workout for the day. I'm just going to go outside now and ride my bike around a little bit for, 30 minutes or so. Nothing major, okay? But again, just get some exercise every day. Do just a little something to get that cardiovascular going. Anyway, you've already heard me say that. You don't need to hear me say it again. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you being here as part of my accountability factor for doing what I'm doing. Hey, Evil says, trying my best, coding on the side. Are you in a big screen room? Oh, in a big green room. Okay. I am not in a huge green room. You know what I'm going to do? In one of my next videos, I am going to hook up a camera so I can take you on a little bit of tour and see the disaster that this looks like behind the scenes. Anyone that's ever done video production like this, where you've done green screen stuff, where you've done the multiple cameras, stuff like that, you know that all that matters is what shows on the camera. That's all that matters is what shows on the camera. Everything else is just is hidden. But you know what? I may take you behind the scenes and let you see the kind of chaos. I've got green in multiple parts of the room, but not the whole room. I've got video lights set up. I've got 2 microphones. I've got 3 cameras now with a potential 4th coming. So, it's really fun. So thanks for asking about that, Evil. How did it look? Seriously, give me some feedback here, because you're the only one in here right now live, and I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for showing up. How does it look? Give me honest feedback. Does the video look okay? It doesn't have to look, I'm not trying to be, a multi-million-dollar streamer here. I don't even want to make money doing this. I just want to share this stuff. I want to share my love for virtual reality. I'm a big enthusiast. There are very few things in the world that I get in early on, and virtual reality was one of those things. But also, I want to share my love and passion for physical vitality and paying attention to your mental well-being every day, with a little tip at the beginning of each video. So hopefully this was helpful. Murray, type in real quick. I'm going to stick on here until hopefully I hear something from you just about how this looked. Give me some feedback if there's anything that could be improved sound-wise or video-wise as well. Murray says, the double angle for both front and side close-up is very different. Streaming VR is tricky. It is. It really is. It's very tricky. And especially when you're doing it all yourself, when you're doing the switching, in a perfect world, I'd be able to live switch and have the one camera come up full at the exact right moment. I could do that if I did video editing instead of doing it live. But I want to get a community together that is sharing this kind of stuff live, because there's something right now, you and me, Murray, we're having a connection here, because I know that in the world, you are here right now present with me in this moment. And that's part of what I think we love so much about virtual reality. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Murray, because Murray is also involved a lot in virtual reality. That's one of the things we love, is that sense of presence. And for the friends of mine who are not in virtual reality, this is a way that we can feel present together and get connected together. So if you have any other pointers for me, Murray, you know how to get a hold of me on Discord and so forth. Let me know any other ways that I can improve upon this video, or things that you liked, didn't like, whatever it was. I'm going to sign off here, go get the rest of my workout in, and then get back to work, because I have a whole bunch of video editing and stuff I have to do for the rest of the day today. Talk to you all soon. Murray says, you're already so limited on buttons. There are some voice command software options that you could use to swap cameras, maybe for close-ups or something. Yeah, I've thought of that, Murray. That's great. I do have, I think it's called Voice Attack, I have on here that I've used for some gaming things over the years, like Elite Dangerous and things like that. And I thought about using here, but I also don't want, I don't want to interrupt the flow of what I'm talking about to say, camera 2, or camera 3, but maybe that'd be cool. I don't know. Maybe that'd be kind of cool. If as I'm going, I could say, switch to camera 2, boom, and it switches, I don't know. Something to experiment with for sure. Somebody needs to develop a VR controller that has like 4 extra buttons for each of your fingers here on the handle. That'd be hard, because the temptation would be to squeeze, because you got to be able to squeeze too. But that would be cool if just there were little buttons there that you could hit in order to switch, to do some macros, to switch scenes and stuff like that in whatever editing or live switching software you're using. I happen to be using OBS, which is what most people probably use anyway. So, all right. Anyway, thank you, Murray, for being here. Thanks for the feedback. I really appreciate it. You have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend as well. And the rest of you that are watching the recording of this, feel free to type in the comments. I will be checking the comments, and I want to see what feedback you have for me as well. All right, take care, everybody. We'll talk to you again next time. Bye-bye.